back to BrisketMedic, folks. Today we're going to be doing the most easy recipe for sausage you've ever seen. Texas oil dust venison sausage. Right here, let's jump in. That's right, guys. It's been hunting season. That's why I haven't made so many videos and you haven't seen me do as many competitions. But I did get my fill of venison for the freezer. I got 3 deer this year and a turkey and some ducks and all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to be making some venison sausage today, and we're going to be making it with a 50-50 ratio of pork butt. Now I've got everything deboned, including the Boston butt. All we've got to do is cut it into strips to fit into our meat grinder. And today we're going to be using our Meat Your Maker. This is the number 12 meat grinder. I did pick this up at Academy. I'll put an Amazon link for one below. This is not sponsored by them or anybody today. It's just things that I love and products I believe in. And I had my last meat grinder for about 10 years, and it finally gave out. And this one's been doing outstanding. We're going to get these cut up and throw them into the grinder. I'll describe it as we go and tell you exactly what we're doing. This is going to be a 2-day process. I do like a 3-day, but I just ain't got the time. To start this off, we are going to be wearing some glove liners. This meat is cold. It's cold outside, and yeah, it hurts. So we've got our venison. We're just making strips here. Okay. Maybe a little bit big for the grinder. Just like this. We're going to be doing about 6 pounds of venison, about 6 pounds of pork butt. We're going to be making 12 pounds of sausage, and that's what this recipe that I'll post down below is for, 12 pounds. All the venison. Let's get this all dumped in here. Down to the cutting board for now. Get that moved to the side. Whew. This is cold, cold on my hands. Keeping all your components cold is very important. It doesn't look like it, but this is at freezing level, and that's because it's so cold outside right now. We're going to go ahead and load this up. We're going to be using the kidney bean plate at first, and then we're going to be moving to this larger plate. Before we get to this plate, we will be mixing in all of our herbs and spices and seasonings, and then grinding all the way through. I like to put my tray underneath it. There at the end, it always helps to throw some already ground meat in there. It allows the meat that may be in there that hadn't been ground yet to get pushed through. A lot of guys use ice or bread or anything like that, but since I've already got this meat here, may as well use it. We're going to add in our mixture of spices. We've got some other things we'll be adding in later, right before we stuff it, but I really want to add in our mixture of spices now, and it's a really simple recipe, guys. It really is a super easy recipe. We've got Aaron Leslie's Texas oil dust. We've got black gold here, and I'm going to use 2 heaping caps of the black gold. This has MSG, all kinds of stuff in it. Then I'm going to use 2 heaping caps of Piggy Bank. I love Piggy Bank. It's got some sweetness, it's got some spice, and everything nice in it. Also has MSG, 2 heaping caps. Now, on top of that, we are going to be adding a little bit of Texas Oil Dust Triple X. This is Flavor Booster. Now, this is actually a great MSG. I'm going to use about a tablespoon, maybe 2 tablespoons on this. Now, those already have MSG in them, and you'll see what we're going to use later for a binder is really going to add a ton of flavor to this. This is going to be packed full of flavor. So let's go ahead and get it mixed up now as much as we can. Obviously, we're not looking for protein extraction at this point. because we're going to be putting this through the grinder a few more times, and that's going to help extract protein, but also get all these seasonings mixed around and mixed in. This already smells freaking amazing. I can't wait to eat this sausage. Okay. Again, not a thorough mix like we're trying to extract protein or anything, but everything is evenly covered now. So we're gonna move this stuff back over here like we're kneading bread. All right. And we're gonna put our grinder back over in place. Remember, we have a smaller head on it now. We're gonna get after it. At this point, guys, we are not going to put it through the smallest grinder. We are first going to be adding our curing salt, and I like to use a gram per pound, so that means we're going to be using about 12 grams of this curing salt. I've already got that measured out here, and so we're going to sprinkle it over the top and then mix it in. Really want to mix this in pretty good. We're not exactly looking for the protein extraction, as we will later, but I want to make sure that cure is evenly distributed throughout. From here, we're going to be taking our seasoned and cure added sausage base and putting it in the fridge for 4 to 6 hours. This is going to allow our cure to start taking place, our seasonings to start penetrating, and all that good stuff. I think it turns out better this way when you allow it to rest before you add in your binders and extract the protein completely and stuff it. So we let it sit up overnight and let that cure and seasoning and everything soak in. And when I pulled it out, I actually really liked the texture of it. So I decided not to run it through the grinder another time. That's one of the great things about sausage making, is there's no hard and fast rules except for maybe a few as far as your cure and that kind of things. So for a binder today, I'm using shiitake mushroom powder. Binders are really important because it's a protein that helps hold all of that meat together, to bind it together and also hold it to the casing. It helps you get that plump, nice snap without it crumbling out after you cook it. Usually people use dried milk, things like that, but the whole point of it is to have a protein base in it, and that's why we mix it until it sticks to our hands, because you're extracting that protein out. Got our binder. I used half a cup of shiitake mushroom powder. Now, I didn't want to overdo it with this because it is going to add a lot of umami flavor. And then I added approximately 1% of the weight by volume of water. So about 16 ounces. Get that mixed all together until you get that protein extraction that you like and it's sticking to your hands. Then we're gonna stuff it into our casings with our new sausage stuffer. You're gonna have to bear with me, guys. This is the first time I've used one of these. I'm trying it out. This is the Vevor 3-liter or 7-pound sausage stuffer. Now, after doing this, I've realized that you can't actually hold 7 pounds in there, maybe 5.5 to 6. And I did have to load it about 3 times before I got it all the way through. Now I've got these all stuffed up. I'm gonna curl them up and I'm gonna put them into the smoker. Now I'm gonna be using my electric smoker with a smoke tube full of hickory pellets. I'm gonna get rid of the air bubbles just using a thumbtack. Just hit H1. If you see an air bubble, go ahead and poke it. But I go ahead and put 3 or 4 extra in there just in case. We're gonna be cooking at 140 degrees, so it's really a low process. We don't wanna melt out all of that fat, and we wanna retain as much moisture as possible. We're gonna be doing this for about 7 hours. We're gonna leave it completely alone. At 7 hours, we're gonna check it. If it's at 140 internal temperature, we're gonna pop it out, throw it in an ice bath, warm up a couple of pieces on the grill, try it out. It has been a long couple of days, and I can't wait to try this sausage out. I'm not gonna let it cool off all the way. I just want you to see, not a bad little link. It's pretty hot. I'm gonna put it down for a second. see if it snaps good. The juice. Beautiful snap, beautiful juice. Let's see how it tastes. That is outstanding. That flavor is amazing. That's that black gold Texas oil dust. This is a good recipe. Can't wait to keep doing this for a long time. I know you hear that, Chris. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Love you guys. Drink more water. Whew.